Hey everyone, this is Certified High Performance Coach Michelle Weimer here. And if you've been following me, you know today's a big day. Today is my 50th birthday. Yep, the big 50. And so today we're going to talk about celebrating life. I mean, what better day than today or every day to celebrate life? And that's really my point today is talking about creating a life that you can celebrate every day. I actually, if you notice, I don't know, maybe you didn't, I'm a few minutes late jumping on today because I was just doing a live little birthday bash with some of my community, which by the way, if you missed that, I'll tell you how you can get access to the replay of that and even some of the party favors that I shared in that party. But anyway, we all have an opportunity to create our lives the way we want to. And I get it. Sometimes things happen and sometimes we don't have control. And, we've all had our share of heartaches and troubles. But overall, when you really look back at life, hopefully you have a life that you can celebrate and you don't want to live with regret. But if you're not doing what you can every single day to get yourself to that spot, you're missing out. So I'm going to read a quote to you. It says, the more we praise and celebrate, the more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. It's by Oprah Winfrey. And, again, I've been talking a lot about creating a life worth celebrating lately, especially if you're in my community, if you get my emails or if you've been following me on social media. I've been giving away birthday gifts all week and last week, and I've also been doing a lot of reflecting because I like to do this every so often anyway, but I think birthdays are a great time to do that, to kind of reflect on life and where you've come from and how far you've gone and where you want to go next. And honestly, I have so much in my life to celebrate and be thankful for. I truly have a life that brings me happiness and joy. But I've also lived through a lot of hardships and a ton of life lessons and plenty of failures. But yet as I reflect, what I see most are the moments to celebrate, the successes for working hard to reach a goal, the growth of stepping out of the comfort zone, the triumphs over the difficult times, and the love that I have felt through heartaches and happiness, the love that I've given, and most of all, the gift that I am given daily to take another breath and another shot at showing up fully in my life. And, I've known too many people in my life personally who've never made it that far. My dearest friend of over 35 years passed away before she and I could celebrate our 50th birthdays together. And you know what? I'm pretty sad I miss her today. But I'm also pretty happy that I get to celebrate life today. My mom, gosh, she barely made it over 40. So I remember when I turned 40 thinking that, wow, I've made it this far, here we go. And then there was my sweet, sweet sister-in-law that didn't even get past out of her 30s, right? So life isn't guaranteed for any of us. But what we are guaranteed is the opportunity to live and to love to our fullest potential while we are here alive on earth. So what I want to challenge you guys to do this week is to really do a little reflection on your life, and ask yourself, am I living it to the fullest? Do I have more happiness than heartache in my life? Am I creating the life that I want, the business that I want, the relationships that I want? Whatever it is that you want, do you focus on your successes and the gifts and the blessings and the joy in your life? Are you living with gratitude and hope? You only get one shot. We all only get one shot at this thing called life. And every day, it really is a gift. I know that sounds cliche. I don't even like saying it because it is sort of cliche, but it is, right? We're given the gift of life, and we're given all of our talents, everything that we are inside, to be able to share that with the world, to be able to live fully. So if you're not living your life well, then you're missing it. And, as I already said, there's no guarantees that we get tomorrow's gift of life. So stop waiting for someday in the future to show up fully and to live your dreams. You got to start creating that life that's worth celebrating today. And you have to show up fully every day and create that day to celebrate. So just think about that. Reflect on your life. Decide what you got to do to begin because today is that day. And I'm happy to help you create it. But just like, you guys have heard me say this analogy before, baking this birthday cake, right? We're going to call it birthday cake today. Baking this cake, if you keep putting in the same ingredients, then you're going to keep getting the same cake out. It's just a fact. You put in the same ingredients, put it in the oven, same cake's going to come out. And that might have been fine a few years ago for you, but if you know that you want a different cake now, if you know that you want different outcomes in your life, if you know that you want better health, more freedom, increased income, deeper love, greater success, and happiness in your life, if you know that you have the potential for more and you're not living it, then you've got to change what you're doing to create your cake. You don't want to live with regret. You don't want to look back and reflect on your life and think, should I regret not taking bold action? I regret not taking care of myself. I regret not going after my dreams and my ambitions. I regret not living my life fully. But the thing is you're not going to get a different result, a different cake, with the same thinking and the same actions that have gotten you to this current point in your life right now. Heck, even if you feel successful, and again, as I said, like I'm reflecting back on my life this week, have been, and thinking about all the great things in my life and how I've come so far, and yet I know that if I want to up my game to the next level, and I know that I have potential for more, and you guys, it's not because I think that I'm not enough, and I really want you to hear that you are enough as you are. But when you know that you're not living it fully, or when you know you have the potential for more and you want more, then go for it, right? So anytime I want to go to that next level in my life, I know that I got to start thinking differently. I got to start showing up differently. I got to have different habits. I got to, and actually, well, sometimes it's not different habits. Sometimes it's being consistent with your habits, right? Like, living a healthy lifestyle, having the energy you need. You got to consistently be practicing good habits. But if you know you want to go to another level, if you know that you want different results, then you have to know that you might have to change some things. You got to put a few different ingredients in to get a different cake. So I want to challenge you, to join me in creating a life worth celebrating. No more waiting. And I've talked to a lot of people, especially this year, who are waiting for someday in the future to change things or for things to change. But remember this, we're not guaranteed another day or even another minute. Life is uncertain. So it is truly time for you to start living. If you're not living the life that you can celebrate every day, it's time to create that life that's worth celebrating then. So, for me, I feel so blessed to have a life that I love. And I feel blessed to have the life that I have. I feel blessed that I've had 50 wonderful years. Yes, been heartache and hardships along the way, but when I look back, I know that it was all part of my journey. And I'm always on a path of growth. And I believe deeply in that path. If I didn't, I wouldn't be in the profession that I'm in. So this journey, just remember, like, you're on a path, you're on a journey, and you get to choose how you want to show up with it every day. You get to choose how you intend to be. You get to choose if you want to live with purpose and passion. You get to choose if you want to live with courage and confidence. You get to choose if you want to live with gratitude and hope. You get to choose if you want to live and lead with love and kindness. And you get to choose how you do all of that. You get to choose this life. The journey is there for you. And the journey doesn't end until you reach your end. So when you get there, will you be able to say that you lived to your fullest without regrets? Will you be able to say that you had a life that is truly worth celebrating? All right? So, time to create that life. Let's go, you guys, right? It is time to create that life. Oh, and by the way, as I mentioned, I'm going to be putting a link in with this video today where you can go and you can sign up for the birthday celebration that I just hosted. I know you missed it live, but some of the things that I'm talking about here, I also talked about in depth, not deep depth, it was only an hour, but in depth in that birthday celebration about how to live with intention and why that's so important. About living with passion and purpose, about living with courage and confidence, about living with gratitude and hope, and living and leading with love, and how to live with wellness and energy, right? How to take care of yourself. So I will make sure that you have the link to that so that you can sign up to at least get all of the party favors, which will include a recording. And you know what? If you can, I would love to hear from you. Post a comment and tell me what you love in your life. Tell me what makes your life worth celebrating, or what you're going to do and what you're going to start creating so that you can start celebrating your life every single day. So until next week, thank you for joining me here. And I'm going off to celebrate. So bye for now.